Well, I might as well get this video right out of the way before all that snow completely melts away tomorrow, that's for sure. Anyways, hello guys, this is me, Christian, again. And as of today's video, as you can still see, there's a little bit of that partial snow still out there, guys. All calm right before the storm. What do I truly mean by that right now? As of right now, the sun is completely out as of today. And really, just not much time right before all that rain comes tomorrow. And I think it's going to be some degree of heavy amounts of rain, if I'm not mistaken, guys. It's going to be like 12 or 13 amazing degrees tomorrow. So it's going to be warm, but not exactly warm, because it's also going to be a little bit windy too. Raining but windy, all yet at the same time. And by the way, if any of you guys are, of course, mainly new to the channel, or have had your accounts for a while, make sure to mainly like and subscribe if you guys want, as usual. And yeah, so just as of last week, there was a continuous amount of snow you see that kept coming through. Yeah, and it kept happening every few days, most partly from the Arctic of December. Well, I mean, it's common around these times. And very rarely do I ever find that we get that much of a good snowstorm in December. Something like this, I feel like, happened like 3 or 4 years ago. Because otherwise, our snowstorms didn't typically start until like January or February or whatever. But surprisingly, not this year. And you can still see a little bit of ice on my driveway, guys. So, yes. Just roughly as of last week ago, guys, the storm was quite that absolutely severe that we shoveled a lot. We pretty much shoveled a lot. And let me tell you, that was filled like most of that truck over there was filled, like blinked on, covered in snow. We almost experienced another one of those white Johns or whatever. Yeah, it's hard to pronounce it. White lawns. Yeah, like we know the color white as in the snow, but then the name kind of sounds like it's a W. Because if you pronounce it with a J, like yawn, sounds like you're saying John as in John, but it's really pronounced Juan. We would have gotten that severe. It was covered so deep that, yeah, it was that massive that if you even put your foot on the snow, and even yet, if I could still do that, well, it's crunchy snow now, right? It'd be layered that deep. And it was more than enough for me to make a light, fluffy snowman. I was almost tempted. I almost wanted to do it so much, but nah, I decided against it. Might do it in January, though. I don't know yet, guys. And look at that. Don't you see? Most of the plant life over there, fully dead. Of course, yeah. I can't believe it. Guess what? As of next week, 7 more days exactly left to go until Christmas truly arrives, guys. In 7 more days, I will basically do another experience, me talking to viewers, not based off of the snow, no. I may show a little bit of outside, maybe, but otherwise, more so in this case, it'll be most likely dedicated to me opening my presents again in 2025, of course, followed by me doing the 2025 Abroad Days opening rewards. And instead of opening them one by one, since all the 9 gifts can be shown from step 1 to step 9, I'm going to open all 9 of them on one day. Just to save, well, I don't know, the suspense of a long time. I mean, it'll be a longer suspense than usual, but it will all come clipping in perfectly together when you realize it. on the handy of things too, guys. So even though we shoveled a lot, over there was not so shoveled, so you can see a lot of them. You can see part of the snow already begun to mount over there, so grass is really showing again over there. But a lot of dead plants, so that's sad. So get camera over there and there. But otherwise, we're still covered deep within this layered amount, for sure. And outside isn't so bad. I mean, right now it might be feeling like -2, of course. But right now, outside, it's literally like 3 degrees right now. Only 3. And I gotta say, it's pretty decently good after the few days that we've had with the wintry days. And tomorrow's gonna get even more impressive in terms of the weather. Not bad for December also. But, again, also expect the wind's gonna come. So it's really gonna destroy something else. So all this, and then the rain will be coming shortly after tomorrow. Like, bro, really now? So most of which, not all the snow, but most of the rain, like, will wash away a lot of that snow. So there'll probably be like 10% of it by the time most of it mounts. But as of the snowbanks though, they're not gonna mount easy. The snowbanks are gonna remain as, well, not remain as they are. They are gonna mount a lot, but they are still gonna be a bits by, well, let's say the 20th of December morning, basically. Well, something like that. Because even after all that rain comes, flurries are expected to come back right on Saturday. And then a mix of showers, so a mix of rain and snow. So showers and flurries will be expected Sunday, and then more flurries Monday, snow Tuesday, and maybe cloudy or flurries for Wednesday. Haven't gotten that far ahead. The weather could change anytime, so that's just that, guys. Already 7 minutes into the video. Wow, incredible. These performances really truly do go at the best. A lot of crows. So nice for sure. Like, look at this. I'm gonna try to be careful of this ice here, not try to trip and break my camera or my towel in general. But also, yeah, I'm gonna try to put this on a surface level so you guys can visualize a little bit about how tall this actually is. So look, it's on the surface of the ground now. And look, boom. Edie, either muddy, better more so than ever. Even I'll clip it to, you know what? Even I'll clip it to this somewhat bank here. Just as clever as the ones far over there, right, guys? More so of it is still covered right there. Guys, yeah. Otherwise, most of the ice has melted. Grounds are somewhat frozen. Especially a lot of the ice, obviously, too, guys. But otherwise, we're seeing a little bit of that snow still there. Incredible dead tractor, unfortunately, there, guys. Certain. And we got an incredible no net basketball hoop, as usual, like every other year, guys. So just yet. And this whole stack of incredible, what is it like? Yeah, that was all covered in deep layers of snow. But now, as far as I know, guys, yeah, even that's starting to mount like crazy too. See a recyclable bin there. And compost right there. It's hard to point so well. But yeah, there you go, guys. Oh, mailman. Right there, okay. So going a little bit more further down this way, let's see the kind of damages that happened. No, for no reason really, guys. Of course, all your little branchy, leafy trees there's no more leaves. They're all fully down for the winter. Early winter, because it's not exactly still winter as of yet. It's still technically fall. at least for another 3 days anyways. Today we are on December the 18th of 2025, almost coming to the brand new spectacular year of 2026. Very wonderful, but yes, 3 more days until the 21st of December, and it will be the first day of winter. So yeah, as I'm saying, most of them have no more leaves left. Maybe a few still have the autumn leaves, but otherwise, all pine tree leaves stay all winter around. Maybe some do dust out a bit after giving some time, because you gotta admit, they've been around for a certain amount of years. So see, look at that. Boom. Oh, ho, ho, ho. Look at that, guys. Bro, there's almost no more flowers right there. Oh, let me tell you, the winter storm really did a one heck of a punch. Like, huh, huh, huh. Punch there. Ah. Tsunami little wintry storm. And then plus even more wind is gonna come when the rain happens. But see, all these that had like these tall little flowers, to then dead flowers, to then the windstorm happening, and then they all come tumbling over by December. And even if not for December, they eventually will, more so in January and February, in March as well, guys. Only then by late March to early April, when truly the magnificent bit of spring comes around its corner, guys. Yes, that's right, guys. All of them will be fully down, and new flowers will begin to bloom and rise, as we truly know it, guys. So looking somewhat over here. So these little other flowers, incredible flowers over here, you see? How sweet, right? But dead. They are. But there's a lot of them that are still incredibly tall here, but a lot of snow did cover the traces over. And once I can be for certain, they all do tend to melt. Oh yes, guys. 100% sweet. Yeah, for certain. We'll see all the other ones tumbled really well to the ground here. Like, I believe it'll be like right about there. But otherwise, look at there and there. Like, see, look in here. There's a few leaves still at the bottom. A few, like a lot more over there. But barely got much sense of them left. Even the same with those ones over there. Kind of hard to zoom in and look at those ones clearly. Maybe I'll take a closer look over there. Be right back, guys. And oh yes, guys, my hands, by the way, are only a little bit freezing. Not too bad on the freezing weather, not this time. Like, I felt it a lot more marvelous with the freezing when it was like what, -5 to -7 to -10 in terms of the weather, but felt worser than what it meant to be already, guys. Yep, look at that, more snowbanks for real, guys, for real. Yeah, it's okay, whatever. Now pausing for real. Wow, so guys, oh, just wow, more snow like crazy. Some incredible patchy grassy spots here too, guys. See, this is probably about the closest I'm gonna get to showing you guys the true definition examples of all the leafy browny leaves or whatever off of this certain tree without trying to get too involved, like without trying to interfere too much with the neighborhood or whatever, guys. So yeah, despite all of the snow kind of melting a little bit, this usually happens, like the phenomenon, this usually happens every winter year. You see all this snow that comes like either in November or mostly December, and then yeah, anywhere between November to December, a lot of snow happens, then it melts, then comes back again, and etc. Sometimes you get a lot more snow than most other winter years. It depends on where you're at. Now, if you're in the coldest or snowiest cities in the world, it's really hard to tell, but in most average places of the world, especially my area, Sometimes you get a little bit of snow, like only 5 centimeters of snow, and sometimes you get like things like 30 to 60 centimeters of snow. Even sometimes plus 90, so like 100 centimeters of snow. Rarely that'll be the case, but it could happen throughout the continuous of the ending of, like, I don't know, December, maybe. It may happen through parts of January and parts of February. I'm not sure here, guys. Very rarely do I find will the snow will actually come this heavy, like a white lawn in March. But it did happen one time, and that was the 19th of March of 2015. So that was horrible. But hopefully something like this won't have to get that extreme again, but can't make any promises guaranteed out of that. And even though I'm showing you a continuous snowy, less snow, like snow then grass, then snow and grass again, I'll do this as often as I can within this certain winter and most other winters I can find. I'll try to do that almost every winter, but maybe not, I don't know. I just find it's pretty fun to get outdoors and explore and go on little adventurous bits of nature here for all 4 seasons around. Not just spring, nor summer, nor fall either, but even most parts into winter too. Like this whole hill of stumps of snow. Oh man, wow. Let me just get that camera right into the snow for a moment. Love that snow that you see coming flying at your face. Sorry, that was a little uncalled for, I know. Hopefully the camera's still able to... Hopefully you guys are still able to see most of everything right now. Like from the snow to sidewalks to even this glaring sunlight followed by some pine trees too, guys. But seriously, I'm not joking. Like, with all this snow coming to melt, most of it by tomorrow, with only a little bit still left. Some of it's already been melting since yesterday, because like between yesterday and today, we've had some positive weather, and it's been slowly helpful so far, no joke. But this is nothing in comparison. Yes, so we may get part of that grass back, but it's not going to be the brightest of the dark green. Not all of it anyways. Some of it's going to be that haystack looking yellowish brown color. Little bits of it will still be green. But let me tell you, once, not even early April is when spring happens. Sometimes you're lucky if we get an early spring, so like late March into early April. But otherwise, most commonly, if we get our normal 6 weeks of winter, it'll most likely be mid-April, almost late April, almost coming into late April, when you'll really begin to notice that the grass over here will turn simply way much brighter, greener. Yeah, it'll be a darker, greener color. It'll bright up, being so tremendously beautiful. Yes. What I'm basically just trying to say here, guys, is that the grass may be green now, like just bland green, but the grass will become way more greener once again, once April really does come around the corner. And yes, too, guys, also, the plants will start growing back again, and most of the leaves too. Well, plants will probably more so grow back a little into also late April, but won't bloom very well until like May comes around. That's where we hope the April or May showers comes through, which we weren't so tremendously lucky this year. Sad in this case, guys. But otherwise, in this somewhat case, guys, I say that the trees will start making their way, they'll start coming back in its way by May. Most of it will start blooming in May, but will be fully done by late May or early, or like either late May or early June or mid-June. It all really just depends on if we get like those 20 degree to 30 degree weather by June. and even late May. And by this point, because of those specialized layers, they too will eventually come falling down by the time March or April shows itself, because, you know, they have to make new room for new leaves. Otherwise, might as well consider those branchy parts to be dead by this point, right, guys? So just, yeah. Ha, la la, 2026. It's almost here. I can't believe it. How incredible. New Year's is coming. After Christmas, just 2 more weeks. 6 more days, Christmas Eve. 7 more days, Christmas. 13 more days, New Year's Eve. And 14 days, New Year's Day. And 2026 will be here for another 365 days because we don't have a leap year in 2026. That only happened in 2024, and it won't happen again until 2028, unfortunately, guys. So, yeah. Whatever. I'm basically just okay with it. Oh, was there something else I was basically forgetting too, guys? Oh, yes, that's right. 8 more days, Boxing Day. Those are all the recent things on the calendar I can think of within the rest of the December times, coming into like early January and whatever not. Once again, of the 2026 year. So yeah, I think that's all I have to basically say now. We're over 20 minutes into the video, like over 21 minutes by now, on this brand, you know it, beautiful, gorgeous day outside, guys. And of course, the battery percent isn't going down rapidly because it's not too cold outside. The colder, well, I gotta say, the colder the weather is, the more it drains out your battery life. We all know that. Especially the people in the coldest city definitely know that. It will only work for like 10 minutes for them, probably. I started off like at 72%, and now I'm like at 61. Well, to be 60% soon. So, not that it's too bad. My batteries off of my tablet won't die so easily. Nor will my hands completely be frozen into solid ice and go completely numb from this point on out. Some little dirt and a lot of leaves being clumped up, piled into where the flower bed was, and usually posts its way through every year and whatever not, guys. So that's it for now. In case I forgot anything, the rest will be set in the descriptions below. As usual, enjoy your guys' calendars, wonderful calendars on the clock. Wonderful date to be enjoying it all on December 18th. Yeah, gotta go now. So take care, guys, as usual, and stay tuned to some more futuristic videos, especially my Brawl Stars videos. Brawl Day is coming up again, like I said, next week. And for tomorrow's video, we're gonna be testing out the new brawler Pierce, the first confirmed ever legendary brawler since 2024, guys. We're finally getting a legendary brawler, and I was expecting it to come actually out by January, like late January, but boy was I so wrong. Of course, they needed specifically another new brawler by December, and why not basically make a spectacular new brawler video coming as of tomorrow. Man, that car's super speedy. Hope that person gets out finding tickets soon for, like, that car's going normal. But does he realize that's not really illegal to do that? So, yippers. Anyways. Yes, whatever. Catching part of my rooftop, and Christian signing off for now. Bye-bye, guys. And so, yep. Whatever. Oh, yo.